Welcome to Trump Wire, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Some jobs test your limits, physically, mentally, and emotionally. They push you to the edge, demanding every ounce of strength and resilience you can muster. Farming in the desert is one of them. Here, every day is a battle against the elements, where survival is never guaranteed, and success is hard-won. Imagine trying to coax life from a landscape of endless sand and scorching sun. The ground is unforgiving, the air dry, and the heat relentless. Yet, hope persists. For centuries, deserts have symbolized scarcity, not abundance. They are places where water is precious, and the odds seem stacked against anyone who dares to dream of green. Turning sand into farmland sounds impossible, but some refuse to accept defeat. They see not just the challenge, but the potential hidden beneath the surface. In China's vast deserts, a quiet revolution is underway, not of politics, but of soil, water, and determination. Here, innovation meets tradition, and communities unite for a common goal. Ordinary people are taking on the extraordinary, making the desert bloom. Their hands, once cracked by dryness, now nurture new life. Where others saw obstacles, they saw opportunity. They studied the land, learned from failure, and adapted with creativity and courage. This is about more than growing food. It's about transforming one of the planet's harshest environments into a source of life. It's about hope, perseverance, and the belief that change is possible. The sun beats down, the wind buries crops, and rain is rare. Yet, this is where our story begins. Against all odds, a new chapter is being written in the sand. It's proof that the toughest jobs can be the most rewarding. Every harvest is a victory, every green shoot a testament to human spirit. With grit, ingenuity, and teamwork, even a barren desert can yield a harvest. These farmers are not just growing crops, they're growing hope for future generations. This is the story of defying the odds. It's about ordinary people achieving the extraordinary, and proving that no challenge is too great when you refuse to give up. Let's see how they did it, and discover what it truly takes to turn a desert into a land of promise. Why is farming in a desert so tough? At first glance, deserts might seem like vast, empty spaces just waiting to be transformed into farmland. But the reality is far more challenging and complex than it appears. First, water is almost non-existent. Crops need moisture, but rainfall is a rare event, just a few inches a year, if that. The little rain that does fall is unpredictable, sometimes coming all at once in a sudden downpour, and then not returning for months. The air is bone dry, pulling water from soil and plants relentlessly. Evaporation happens so quickly that even when water is added, it often disappears before plants can use it. Then comes the heat. Daytime temperatures can cook plants, while nights turn cold, stressing crops further. These wild temperature swings force plants to adapt to extremes, and many simply can't survive. The soil, it's mostly sand and rock, unable to hold water or nutrients. Unlike rich farmland, desert soil lacks the organic matter that helps retain moisture and feed crops. When it does rain, water drains away, taking precious minerals with it. The ground acts like a sieve, letting water and nutrients slip through its fingers before roots can absorb them. Growing crops here is like planting in a sandbox. Seeds struggle to find purchase, and roots have little to cling to or draw nourishment from. And don't forget the wind. Desert gusts can bury fields overnight and dry out the land even faster. Sandstorms can sweep across the landscape, erasing hours of hard work in just minutes. These winds damage young plants, making survival even harder. Tender shoots are battered, leaves are stripped away, and the constant abrasion can stunt growth or kill crops outright. No water, extreme temperatures, poor soil, and punishing winds. Farming here is a battle against nature itself. Every day brings a new challenge, and every season tests the limits of endurance and ingenuity. Yet, some are willing to fight it. Driven by necessity, hope, or sheer determination, these farmers refuse to give up, even when the odds seem impossible. The challenge is immense, but so is the determination. Farmers experiment with new techniques, drip irrigation, shade structures, and soil amendments to coax life from the dust. That's what makes this story remarkable. Against all odds, people are finding ways to grow food where it once seemed impossible, proving that with enough creativity and grit, even the harshest deserts can yield a harvest. Who takes on this fight? Who is willing to face the relentless sun, the parched earth, and the uncertainty of tomorrow? Not scientists in distant labs or executives in glass towers, but 12,000 farmers, ordinary people with extraordinary resolve. These men and women whose families have tilled this soil for generations saw this project not just as a job, but as a lifeline for their children and grandchildren. Many had watched helplessly as their traditional lands shrank, their crops withered, and their way of life was threatened by the harsh realities of climate change. This was more than a coordinated effort, it was a movement. Families, young people eager to learn, and seasoned veterans with decades of wisdom, all united by necessity and a shared hope for a better future. Organizing 12,000 people is no small feat. It required trust, communication, and a willingness to put aside differences. But shared hardship forged a powerful sense of community. They gathered in meetings, listened to new ideas, and learned from one another. Community leaders inspired them to believe that change was possible, even when the odds seemed overwhelming. They had to unlearn old habits, let go of traditions that no longer served them, and trust in new methods that promised a different future. Their faith in technology, in innovation, and most importantly, in each other, became the driving force behind the project. Neighbors helped neighbors, sharing knowledge, tools, and encouragement. They faced setbacks together, never letting anyone fall behind. With so many hands working toward one goal, even the impossible began to seem within reach. The barren land slowly transformed, row by row, into something alive. This army of farmers, armed with hope, determination, and relentless hard work, became the project's greatest asset. Their spirit was unbreakable. Together they set out to turn sand into farmland, and in doing so, they planted the seeds of a new beginning for their land, their families, and their future. Success wasn't just about numbers, it was about unity. 12,000 farmers became a single, cohesive force. Knowledge and resources were shared freely, every discovery benefited all. Teams formed tight-knit groups, blending traditional wisdom with new technology. Mentorship and collaboration became daily habits. When challenges hit, equipment failures, sandstorms, pests, the community rallied. Support and encouragement kept morale high. This wasn't just a job, it was their future. Pride and ownership transformed workers into pioneers. United, they became strong enough to stand against the desert. Old tools alone can't conquer the desert. Technology was key, the breakthrough. A special membrane laid under the sand, trapping water and nutrients. On top, they built new soil, mixing imported organic matter with local sand. This man-made topsoil retained moisture and fed the crops. Drip irrigation delivered water directly to each plant, minimizing waste. Automated sensors monitored soil moisture, ensuring precise watering. Farmers used mobile apps to track crop health and spot problems early. Tradition met innovation, giving these farmers a level of control few could imagine. The result, a thriving farm where nothing should have grown. Water was the lifeblood of this project, hidden deep beneath the sand. Engineers tapped ancient underground aquifers, drilling deep wells and installing powerful pumps. Water was drawn carefully, monitored to avoid depleting the source. Once at the surface, it flowed into the drip irrigation network, delivering every drop with precision. This method conserved water, reduced weeds, and minimized disease. Careful management made large-scale desert farming possible. The focus shifted from just finding water to using it wisely. Every drop was tracked and delivered with purpose. For the farmers, the sound of water meant hope and harvest. They turned ancient, hidden water into food. This was the miracle at the heart of the desert. The true test of a farm is its harvest. These desert fields now yield 1.7 million kilograms of potatoes each year. That's 1,700 metric tons, enough to fill nearly 90 shipping containers. This output is thanks to nutrient-rich soil, precise irrigation, and careful management. The controlled environment means healthy, high-quality potatoes in high demand. The harvest brings economic stability to thousands of families. It's more than just food, it's a symbol of hope and innovation. Every potato tells a story of defiance and success. The doubters were proven wrong. For these farmers, seeing their trucks loaded with potatoes is the ultimate reward. A typical day starts before sunrise, working in the cool dawn. Farmers plant, check irrigation lines and weed with care. As the sun rises, technology takes over. Handheld devices monitor soil moisture and crop health. Early detection of problems is crucial in such a vast operation. Midday brings a break. Farmers gather, share meals, and exchange advice. This camaraderie keeps morale high and knowledge flowing. As the heat fades, it's back to the fields for fertigation and repairs. The day ends with a final check. Satisfaction in seeing green where there was once only sand. It's hard work, but the results are worth every effort. This potato revolution is more than a local triumph, it's a global blueprint. As populations grow and climate change threatens farmland, these solutions matter everywhere. The project transformed a region, providing food security and economic stability. Its influence spreads as experts worldwide take notice. Deserts need not be wastelands. With technology and sustainable practices, arid lands can help feed the planet. This story shifts our perspective. Challenges become opportunities for innovation. The techniques here, membranes, drip irrigation, data-driven farming, can be shared globally. Above all, this is a story of optimism and human spirit. These farmers cultivated more than potatoes, they cultivated hope. The future isn't something we wait for, it's something we build, one potato at a time.